Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? All right, I want to get some vibe in the house today. If you can hear me, I want to see your favorite emoji in the comments. If you can hear me, oh, welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Ifolua, Sarah, Femi, Obiageli. Welcome, everyone. Yes, full as I came ready to learn. Yes, we're all here to learn. It's going to be an exciting experience. And I'm so happy because you're not going to leave here the same way you came. That's one thing I can guarantee you for sure. You're not going to leave this place the same way you came. It's going to be a strong moment of impact, of transformation. You're going to learn something that will take your life to the next level. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That's Nonye. Thank you for that. Okay, so while we wait for others to join in, I want you to tell me you're excited by dropping your favorite emoji in the comments. I want to see your favorite emoji in the comments. Let's fill this place up. Let's get this place heated. Let me see your favorite emoji in the comments. That's the only way I know that you're pumped for this session. I'm not seeing any emoji. Is it from my network? All right, welcome everyone. And today we're going to be having the free webinar on 3 mistakes. Oh, beautiful. On 3 mistakes people make in choosing their career path. And some of these mistakes, you might have been making them in the past, but today is going to be a learning experience that will take you from that path of making that mistake and setting you on the right course. So I know we are all ready. I see the wonderful emoji, the fire, everything. And I send my love to everyone. I send my virtual hug to everyone here with me. So if you're still on WhatsApp, you can drop a reminder to your friends that it's time and we are ready to shoot, and we are shooting right now. Okay, so why are we here today? It's going to be a pretty quick webinar. We're not going to spend all day here. I don't intend keeping every single person here for the next 2 hours. No, it's going to be a pretty quick webinar, and you're going to learn something that's going to transform your life. And please, if you have questions at any point, write them down in your notes and not in the comments so I don't miss out on your questions. When it's time for questions and answer, you can drop your questions and it'll be easier for me to attend to them then than having to keep scrolling up to search out your question. All right, so why are we here today? Okay, 3 things. We're here to learn what career is all about and how to gain clarity. You know, I love the word clarity because it talks about speed. Whatever you're not clear on, you can, have speed in that area. Secondly, we're going to learn how we can live impactful and fulfilled lives by committing to a purposeful career path. And this is regardless of whether you're just starting out, on your career journey. We have people who have zero experience here, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So regardless of if you're just starting out, this webinar is for you. And if you're already working, you've had 5 years experience, 6 years experience, or you even have something you're doing, this webinar is also for you. So that's why we're here. I don't know if anyone is still feeling the vibes in the house. Personally, I'm so excited. I know that because this is the first time I'm launching out a program. I've done this in a lot of ways with a lot of people, but this is the first time I'm choosing to launch out officially to teach people what career is all about and how to gain clarity when it comes to choosing a career path. So is that clear? Are we still together? Should I move on? Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next thing. So some of you are just meeting Joyce Kenneth for the first time, and I know that some of you have met me, maybe you follow me on social media, or maybe we've even interacted in a lot of ways, but this is the first time you're meeting me live. And my name is Joyce Kenneth, like you already know. I'm a wife to a sweet husband and a mom of 2 adorable children. Yeah, I'm a co-founder of InChat Solutions Limited, which is a leading business management and development company in the southeast of Nigeria and beyond. I have a degree in management science. Now, you're in the course of this webinar, you're going to know why management, and you're going to know my story. I'm a chartered personnel manager with the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, CIPM. I'm a project management professional. I'm a human resource professional and a corporate leadership trainer with over 7 years experience. There's a whole lot. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a pastoral leader in my local church assembly. I lead in different places, in different organizations, but then I choose to keep it this simple. And if you know me on social media, I'm popularly known as the HR goddess. Yes. And some people have been asking me, why HR goddess? Why HR goddess? What's the thing about being the HR goddess? When you talk about the HR goddess, you're depicting the fact that when it comes to anything in this particular field, I'm the one you should be talking to about it. I feel like I'm exceptionally gifted when it comes to anything human resource management, how to deal with people, how to lead teams, and that's why I'm the HR goddess, your favorite HR person. Okay, so let's get right in. So who is this webinar for? This webinar is for beginners and entry level people. That's beginners and entry level. We're talking about people who have 0 to 2 years work experience, who want to gain clarity. Clarity, that word clarity will keep ringing all through this webinar. Who wants to gain clarity and know, and know on what career is and how to choose their career path. Now that's very important. And then for experienced workers or business owners who want to know how to advance in their chosen career path, this webinar is for you. So whether you're just a beginner or whether you're an experienced person, a business owner, this webinar is for you. Okay, so what's my goal? What am I trying to achieve with this webinar? Now, my goal is to show you that the only way for you to experience advancement, success, and fulfillment is by committing to a purposeful and intentional career path. Yeah, I don't know if you got that, but mark the words that are all in caps. He said the only way for you to experience advancement, success, and fulfillment, is by committing to a purposeful and intentional career path. Now, you're going to know why I said this in the course of this webinar. But if you believe what I just said right now, then I want to see you say yes in the comments. If you believe that the only way you can experience that advancement that you're looking for, that success you're pursuing, and even fulfillment is by committing to a purposeful and intentional career path, I want to see you say yes, 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 yes in the comments. All right. So let's keep going. Oh, thank you, Ifeoluwa. Thank you, Obageli. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this very interesting story. It says here, from a frustrated medical lab scientist to a renowned human resource professional. Now, a lot of people don't know my story. I was supposed to be called Dr. Joyce. Yes, I think I like the sound of that. Actually, I have a friend whose name is Joyce, and she's a doctor. So each time I call her Dr. Joyce, I remember what my story should have been like. I should have been in the hospital by now, attending to patients, taking blood samples and doing all those kind of stuff. So I come from a very good intentioned home, and in my family then we had this thing, and I don't know if it's still happening now. I think we have broader choices now than it was then. But then we had this thing that you have to, study a professional course. And when you know what a professional course is, you're talking about medicine, you're talking about law, you're talking about accounting. I don't even know if accountants were considered to be professionals then. You're talking about engineering, So I don't know if anybody here no other professional courses, professional. And every good intentioned parent would want their children to study a professional course. And there's a reason why. The reason is because they feel it's more, it pays more than other courses, and then the pride of being, in this part, I would say Papa Doctor or Mama Doctor, or, the pride our parents are going to experience knowing that, my child is in the medical field, my child is an engineer, and these are professions that the titles are attached to it. For example, if you're a doctor, your title goes with you, is Dr. Joyce. If you're a lawyer, it's Barrister Joyce. If you're an engineer, is Engineer Joyce, But some other professions, they don't have the title. So imagine me now studying management science and answering Manager Joyce. I don't know how that sounds. Or imagine me studying edu chemistry and answering teacher Joyce or answering whatever. But these particular courses always come with a title, so there's that pride. So my father had intention that I was going to, okay, we are five of us. My eldest was meant to be the first doctor. My second sister, the second born, my brother was meant to be an engineer. The third, my sister was meant to be a lawyer. I was the fourth. I was supposed to be a doctor. My younger brother was supposed to be an engineer. So it was, it's all planned out. We are meant to be a family of professional people. My dad was an engineer, so he was very much exposed and knew all of this. Now, my first sister started her medical journey. At some point, she had to move to Ghana University, and one thing led to another, We found her in geology. My brother started with engineering. At some point, he had to leave to Malaysia, and one thing led to another, and we saw him in computer science. My third sister, who was meant to be the lawyer, started out her law journey, and one thing led to another. She finished as a lawyer, and she's the only person who I feel would make my late dad proud. But the funny thing is that she studied law, but currently she's in the bank. Yeah, so you see, so let's see that she's a banker, and she's a banker for over 10 years now. So you can see that the whole law thing is just packed somewhere. And I was the fourth. I was to be a medical lab scientist, sorry, a medical doctor. So when it was time to get admission, I didn't get direct admission. So I got pre-degree admission, and then I chose a related course to medical because there was no medicine in pre-degree. So I chose medical lab scientist, and the perfect plan was that when I get to 200 level, I'll be able to switch course and then pursue my dad's dream of being a medical doctor. And then I'm going to tell you what happened afterwards. But then my last brother, who was meant to be an engineer, got to some point, and when it was time to study, we saw him in hospitality, course, and currently he's not even practicing any of those. So what happened to me? When I got into the medical field, at first I felt like, okay, I'm a bright girl. I could understand what they were teaching. I could, catch up. And of course, I always had good grades. After my first 100 level in medical science, I'm like, okay, this thing is not looking as interesting as I'd figured out. By 200 level, I was losing interest. On the other side, I was serving in my local church assembly actively, as a leader, and as an admin and all that. So I loved administration. I loved the trainings I gave the church workers. I loved all of those. So when I go to church and do all of those things, I was so excited. And when I come back to school, it was a very boring experience. So something really interesting happened one day. I was in class and I was dozing off. I was not dozing, I was sleeping actually. So I was sleeping that day in class, and my friend tapped me and said, Joyce, I can see the devil fanning you. I said, the devil is not fanning me. I'm simply uninterested in everything that is happening here. I had lost interest in anything medical. I was looking for how to express my passion when it had to do with management, leading people, and all of those. So I started to look for a course that would align with my passion. And that was where I met a roadblock. I discovered that all the while I've been growing up, I've been made to believe I was going to be a doctor. And it almost looks like my passions have been swallowed up. I couldn't locate myself. I couldn't locate the original joys. What I had was the joys that my father had made me to be. I couldn't find who God had made me to be. So the research started. I started doing a lot of self-discovery programs, going through courses, taking tests to discover my personality type. And I was on that journey trying to find out who is Joyce, what is that thing that would make me light up? What's that thing that if I'm doing would make me very passionate? And that journey started. And gradually I started to hit the mark. By actively serving, volunteering, I started to discover that, I think I have this knack for organization. I have this knack for management. I have this passion to see things go according to plan. I have this passion to see people fit into what they are supposed to do. And then it led me in 300 level to make a switch. From being a 300 levels frustrated medical lab scientist, I switched into the management course and started from year one again. A lot of people hear this story and wonder, how did you do it? How did you change? I don't know if anybody here has ever, made such kind of switch. And I don't know, I don't know how many of you here enjoyed school. So if you enjoy the course you studied in school and it's something you're still doing now, I would love to see in the comment that this is something you're still doing. So I went from being that frustrated person and then changed into management science, and that was where my journey of fulfillment started. Going to school became fun, not because management was easy, but because I had the passion to go through all the hassles, through all the stress, of being in that course. So that's what it was for me. And today, this is over how many years of practicing? This is over 7 years of actively practicing, and I have never regretted. I started out by discovering my passion for the medical field, for the management field, grew intensely, and then niched down to human resource professional. And now I am fulfilled doing it. I'm not just fulfilled, I'm making a lot of profit doing it. And not just that, I'm becoming renowned as a human resource professional. Anybody who hears the name Joyce Kenneth, the first thing that hits your mind is the HR goddess. So I'm proudly a human resource professional, and I'm here to help you discover how you can, go through your own journey, find clarity, and find fulfillment. So am I making some sense? If we are together, please, I want to see the comment section buzzing with energy. I want to see what you're learning. I want to see your own story, your own experience. I want us to do this whole thing together. So that's my story of how I went from being that frustrated medical lab scientist to becoming a renowned human resource professional. So let's keep the comment section buzzing. I'm going to be watching for your comments. Okay. So in this short webinar, what are you going to learn? You're going to learn what a career is. I said, what is a career and a career path? We're going to differentiate between career and job. I'm also going to teach you on the two-way career journey, which is, of course, drawn from the Maslow's hierarchy, of needs. I don't know if you heard about that, but you're going to learn that today. I'm also going to teach you the benefits of building a career path and the three costly mistakes people make in choosing a career path. So you see that this is a super loaded webinar. It's just beyond the mistake. You're going to gain clarity. And I believe that from my story, I'm going to have a lot of learning points that are going to inspire you to take the actions that you need to take to becoming exceptional. Okay, so let's shoot again. So what is a career and a career path? I want you to really pay attention to this. This is really exciting. You're going to see career differently. Some of us, the best we know about career is a suitcase, people who wear suits, who have the tie on, who are very corporate, who are working in companies. That is all we know career to be. But I'm going to bust everything that you know about career. Trust me on this journey. Now, what is a career? A career, now, not the words, please. If you have writing materials, please do. If you can snap this and share with your friends to tell them that we are live, you can do that. Now, I said here that a career is a venture, profession, or occupation. Now, I said venture because it's beyond just being, even people who venture into businesses are building a career. So maybe you ventured into fashion designing. Maybe you ventured into copywriting, content creation, whatever it is something you have ventured into. Whether you're doing it for yourself or you're doing it in the context of a business where you're an employee, it's a venture. Now, it's also a profession. Something that you've decided to put yourself to is a profession. It's also an occupation that a person spends a significant part of their life doing. Now, note the word significant part of their life. A career is not short term. It takes a huge chunk of your life, something that you commit yourself to doing for a long time. And it also has opportunities for growth. That means it's not a static journey, it's something that is progressive. So if right now you have a job and there are no opportunities for growth, it means it's not a career. But I'm going to get into career versus job shortly. Now, what is a career path? A career path includes all the education, the skill, the knowledge and experiences that empower you to progress in your career. So it's a journey. If you know what a path is a journey. It's not a static thing, and when you're in a journey, you keep seeing new things. It's not static. Now, that's one of the key factors that distinguishes a job from a career. So let's keep going. I hope you're getting me. I hope this is very clear and very simple. Now, this is a very important thought. If you look at the last thing we said in the previous slide, it says that a person spends a significant part of their lives, and if you know, life is equal to time. And what that means is that life is measured in time. When you see someone, when you hear that somebody is no more, this person is dead, or, and all that, the next question that comes in is, how old was this person? When it's your birthday, the question you're asked is, how old are you? And then you say, I'm 34 years, I'm 38 years, I'm 22 years, or whatever age you are. But life is measured in time. And that is why it becomes wisdom for you to know that whatever you want to spend your life doing, or you want to spend your time doing, should really be worth it. It should really lead to fulfillment. And King Solomon said that what is life if not that we should enjoy our work? So if you're not enjoying your work, you're not maximizing time. If you're not enjoying your work, you're not maximizing your life. You're not making your life to count in destiny. And that is why I'm bringing you this topic on career, because it takes a significant part of your life to build, and you need to be very clear what you're building. If you don't have clarity on your career, what that means is like, it can be likened, to someone who is building a house without an architectural plan. And trust me, when you're building a house, you look at the plan and then you can know what next. You look at the plan and you can track progress. So if you're building your life with no definite plan, what that means is that you're actually building aimlessly. And when the person builds aimlessly, it cannot be sustained. And that's why I said your life equal to time. All right, is someone learning something? Is someone learning something? If you're learning, I want to see your learning point in the comments. Okay, Ifeoluwa said, I wanted to be a medical doctor, but I'm presently studying statistics and I own my fashion brand. Oh, so I'm not the only one that had a doctor. Oh, welcome to my club, Ifeoluwa. Okay, so someone may be asking here, if I spend all my life doing one thing, wouldn't my life be boring? Now, that's a question someone is asking. Oh, no. I know how to do a lot of things. I can't be tied down to one thing. Now, I answered the question here, and I'm going to add some extra points. I said the answer to that question is growth. The answer to that question of if life would be boring, if you give your strength to something, is growth. Now, growth is never boring. It allows you to have new experiences and broadens your scope, even transforms you in the process, just like a butterfly. Now, if you look at the diagram there, you see an egg, you see the caterpillar, you see the pupa and all of those, the larva, and eventually you see the adult, which is a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Now, the question is, does the egg in any way look like the butterfly? Does the caterpillar in any way look like the butterfly? It doesn't. It doesn't. That is what a career journey is like. You start out like an egg and grow into a beautiful butterfly that can actually express. When you look at a butterfly, you see that freedom of expression. You see that, it's like having your wings and you can fly high. So when you're on a career journey, it's never boring because it's not a straight path. If you know life very well, life is not a straight journey. Life always have turns, always have things, events happening. People take the tour, people transition to a new career path. Life, and when growth is happening, that's where the excitement is. In fact, growth is the fun of life. If a thing is not growing, it dies. And that's why in biology, we learned the thing that one of the evidence of a living thing is that it can grow. So growth is the evidence of life, and career should be something that you enjoy and that you experience transformation in. So you may start out at an entry level looking like an egg. People are not seeing all that is in you, but I can tell you that there is more to you than what you're seeing. I have always believed that every human being created by God is special, and not just special, is powerful. Now, so you can start out like an egg, looking like there is not so much. It might be your entry level. You grow into a caterpillar phase, not so much happening. People are wondering, you're just crawling. Now, that's what it's like. An egg cannot move. At some point, you start making baby steps and start crawling and start growing in that thing. You're taking courses, you're exposing yourself, you're getting job offers, you're learning. It might look like you're not being paid all of those yet. That is why it's foolish for an entry-level person to be thinking of earning 2 million naira a month, 1 million, and you don't have anything yet. So you're still that caterpillar that is rising gradually. Very soon you get into the pupa, the larva, and when you get into the butterfly phase, it can be seen that your life is blossoming, you're moving, you're growing. People are wondering, oh, you look colorful, your life is flourishing. It's because you've gone through the journey. And that's why I said growth is the fun and the spice of life. So I'm not making a lot of sense. Oh, beautiful. I can see some comments. Yeah, it says if you're not enjoying your work, you're not maximizing time. Yes, life is measured in time and all that. So beautiful feedback, beautiful. Okay, so we're still going. So I'm going to take us to, career versus job. Career versus job. Every other day, I do interviews. I interact with people, and I can tell you people who are seeking for jobs and people who are seeking for a career. And I'm going to share a story at the end of this to buttress this point. Now, I said here, it is possible to have a job, like most of us have here, without a career. But you cannot have a career without a job, whether in a company or your personal pursuit. It is possible to have a job. You're doing something, you're engaged, you're earning salary. It might even be a very big salary, but you don't have a career. You keep jumping from one thing to another because there's no direction. You're not building anything. You're just an opportunist looking for where to, and you know what? It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. But then when you have a career, you cannot have a career, you cannot be building a career and not also have a job. That's one thing, and I'm going to buttress that. You're going to understand why the connection between career and job. Now, a job focuses on the work, employment, the task at hand. Do you have the skill to do this? Just get it done. We don't matter. We don't care about any other thing. But career focuses on a person's uniqueness in respect to the job. And that is what we call deployment. I believe in the future of human resource practice, or in the future of employment, or, we're going to begin a transition from just employment to deployment. Now, when we talk about deployment, it means that a person is equipped to carry out a job. It's like the soldiers. They say, oh, they have been deployed here. They have been deployed. Deployment comes into the picture when your uniqueness is considered. When you have the unique personality, the passion, the skill set required to execute, and then it will also lead to fulfillment. So deployment is connected to the uniqueness of the individual as they do that. But employment focuses on the work, on the job, without considering fulfillment in a lot of cases. I also said here that a job is short-term, but a career is long-term. The major motivation in a job is monetary. How much will they pay me? But fulfillment and advancement is the motivation for a career. A job restricts you to a role within a company, but a career allows you to express beyond the four walls of a company. Now, that's a very interesting point, because I can be the human resource manager in a company and also be a human resource consultant. Now, I'm going to share this very quick story with you before I get into this. Now, I did a recruitment recently for a company, and we're looking for roles. They're looking for an accountant, an operations manager, and some interesting roles. And now it was a really high-paying job because it was an international company. In fact, their headquarters is not here in Nigeria. Now, when we were looking for an accountant, and we got one. We got one who was building a career in accounting. How do I know she's building a career? She has been on that journey. She has gotten her required certification. She has done her ACCA. She has acquired relevant experiences. She has done a whole lot for herself, building herself in that area of being an accountant. Now, this is the interesting thing. When she was offered the job, she was offered the job with a pay of 550,000 thereabouts. You know, and this is in Imo State where people say people don't have high paying jobs. Every job is cheap. Nobody pays you well. Now, this is a job in Imo State for an accountant at 550,000 naira. So I sent it to her and said, okay, see what the company wants to offer you for this role. And she told me, I'm not going to go below 800,000 naira. And true to her word, the company offered her a job in Imo State for 800,000 naira. And you know what? She was building a career actively building a career. You know what that means? Taking trainings, she had a lot of, relevant certifications, relevant licenses, relevant experiences in that field. And that is why when you start building a career, you can track your journey. You can know when you're entry level. You can know when you're intermediate. You can know when you're an expert. You can know where you are. Hi everyone, can you see me again? So sorry about that. Okay, so we are back up. All right, so sorry about that. Okay, so please tell your friends who missed out on it that we are back. We are back. So if you can see me and you can hear me, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you can see me and you can hear me, let me know in the comment. Okay, thank you, Ifeoluwa. Thank you, Clara. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, you know, village people always have a way of doing their thing in this part of the world. Somehow, you always get to encounter the village people according to what we say in Africa here. All right, so I'm glad that I'm back. And you can quickly post in the WhatsApp group to let them know that we are back so that they can join in. And trust me, you didn't miss anything because I actually saw when the network started shaking and I had to stop to see how to rectify that. But I'm glad that we are back. So welcome, welcome, welcome back. And thank you to everyone that stayed put. Thank you to everyone that expressed patience. And thank you for everyone who tried to calm the situation. Okay, so we can go ahead, right? Okay, so I was talking to us about the two-way career journey, which is from the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Yeah, so if you look at that diagram carefully, you see that according to Maslow, you know, he says that before a person's self-actualization needs can be met, which is what is at the top, a person must first of all meet their physiological needs. Okay, someone says I still can't see nor hear. So if you can't see or hear, please check your network. Please check your network. If you can't see or hear, please check your network. Don't worry, we're going to pull through. You're going to definitely learn something. Now, according to Maslow, he says that you have to start from the physiological needs and begin to grow to self-actualization. And if you look at that triangle, it means that the people who actually get up there are fewer in number. A lot of people are at the place where they are hustling, trying to just make ends meet, trying to see how to survive, and all of those. Now, now people who are job centered, who all they think about is only how to get a job. Now, what happens to such category of people is that they keep trying to get there. You never come to a point where it looks like everything is settled. So they remain at that low point. That's what you call the hustler spirit. They are hustling. They are trying their best. You know, trying to see how how do I put it? They're trying to see how to make ends meet, and those ends somehow never get to meet. So they remain there. Only a few percent, 1%, are the ones who transcend beyond physiological needs, safety needs, belongingness, and then get to esteem needs. Now, people who are job focused are focused just on trying to meet their basic needs. But when a person is intentional about building a career, they start from self-actualization. They start to ask themselves, you know, I want to live out my dream. I want to live an impactful life. I want to live a fulfilling life or a fulfilled life. When I looked at the questionnaire, a lot of people say, I want to make impact. I want to be fulfilled. I want to make impact. Now, that's the drive for self-actualization. And the truth is that when you start pursuing self-actualization as the basic thing up there, without thinking about the other things down, the things that will meet up with you. That's how life was designed. People who are seeking just for jobs keep pursuing things and things keep running away from them because what you pursue moves further from you. But when you start pursuing that need to become, in your heart, you know that there is something you want to be. There is a person you want to be. There are things you want to do. You want to connect. You know, you want to live a life that you're fulfilled in. Now, once that drive is there, start building from there. People who start building from that point will have their needs met. Because when you start thinking about self-actualization or fulfillment, it's impossible for you to be fulfilled without impacting people. In fact, the word fulfillment is full and fill. When you're full, you can fill others. And because of filling others, you impact them. And a person who impacts people never run dry. That's the theory of life and living. So which part are you on? Are you just seeking for how to get food, how to get water? If only I can just, if only I can just survive. If only I can just survive. If only I can just get this. Are you thinking about how can I make my life count? How can I live a truly impactful life? How can I attain fulfillment? Are those the questions you're asking yourself? So I want to get your honest feedback in the comment section. Where are you currently? Are you simply job hunting? Based on where you are, forget about what we're talking right now and say, okay, because of what you said, I'm in career. No, you don't have to lie to yourself. Are you simply job hunting or are you building a career? I want to see your response. Are you simply looking for how to meet your basic physiological needs of food, water, accommodation, and all of those? Are you thinking about how to, live a life where you're maximizing your potential? So I'm going to see your feedback in the chat. I want you to be very honest. Don't say because I have said, and don't say because people are going to read my comments and just going to have something, that I'll just have to look good. You're not trying to look good before me. You're going to just have to assess yourself honestly so that we can move. All right. So the next thing here, what are the benefits of building a career path? I said here, no more work scarcity. You will be sought after because people have come to associate you with a thing and will mention you in the face of opportunities. I have experienced this. I can tell you. People reach out, oh, Joyce, I saw this. They're trying to get, in fact, I got a job with a US company. How? Somebody said, oh, they're looking for this, and you came up in my mind. I'm recommending you. When you start building a career, people start to associate you with certain things. You're the first. They will say, oh, I know somebody. I know somebody. If you mention HR, the person that comes to your mind is Joyce Kenneth. You cannot deny it. When you see opportunities that are going to profit me, the first thing is, let me tell Joyce about this. So the reason why you're experiencing work scarcity, let me tell you the truth, there's no work scarcity. You know why? Go on any job platform. As I'm talking to you now, there are people who are making job of vacancies. So if you go on LinkedIn, you will see vacancies. On LinkedIn, I received 30 new jobs in human resource, 15 new jobs in human resource. They keep updating me about jobs, and I'm wondering, but people say that jobs are scarce. So jobs are not really scarce. Work is not scarce. What is scarce is that we lack people who are aware of themselves and what they are doing. That is what is scarce. Because when you know who you are and what you're doing, you will see you will know what fits you. Some of us, we see work offers, we see job offers. Come and be come and be a fashion designer. Say, yes, I will do it as far as you're going to pay me money. Come and be a native doctor. Yes, I will do it. Come and be a ritualist. Yes, I will do it. We jump on everything because we are looking for just monetary gain. But when people are on a path of career, they're intentional about fulfillment. Now, when we talk about career, there's job security. A lady I was speaking with today, the one that I helped to get a job, she was in Imo State today, and she said, oh, I have a very good company where I'm working, and this place I want to come into, I want to be sure that my job is secure. I want to know what is next. When I started at this level, what's the next thing? So the truth is that when you start building a career, you start experiencing more job security. Now, building a career makes you intentional and purposeful about every action you take. You know the trainings to take. You know what to take on yourself. You know what to add. You know things. You're very intentional and purposeful. You take trainings. If you go on the internet, everybody is selling knowledge. Everybody is selling knowledge. There are a lot of 1,001 course creators. Everybody, but when you're building a career, you know what fits you. It's like someone who wants to wear a cloth and go for a party. You know what fits you. You're not going to wear buba and go for party. You cannot, or will you? I know you will not. So when you're intentional, you know the trainings to take, you know the associations to belong to, you know the network to keep, you know the opportunities that fit you. When you are building a career, you earn more because the extent of the investment you have made on yourself would definitely yield a huge dividend or a huge return. What that means is that the young lady who we said we're going to pay 800,000 naira, we see that she has invested more than that in herself. Going through ACCA, she has her graduation in UK, she'll be going to the UK to graduate. So we see that she's worth it. That's how we interpret it. This lady is worth this money. We are not helping her life. There are people that are interviewed for a job, and then I ask them, what value can you bring? They say anything the company says I should do, I will do. Okay, so how much should we pay you? Pay me 200,000. You're not sure the value you can bring, but you are sure how much the company should pay you. Now you look like a thief to the company. They're looking at you wondering. You want to take without being sure what you can give. But when you are building a career, you earn more because of the extent of investment you have made in yourself. It will definitely yield returns. You take trainings, you pay for things. Don't say I will not pay. People who like free things don't go far. Freebies will keep you at a level. When you pay for knowledge, they say you pay attention. You know, some of us are not paying attention in this webinar because it's free. We think that because it's free, it has no value and we will. No, when you pay money, if you have paid money to be in this webinar, once it's 7:30, you'll be the one reminding me that we have a webinar. So learn to make investment in yourself. And you are also able to impact people and experience fulfillment. When you're doing that thing, pursuing that career, the goal is to impact people. The goal is to solve problems. The more you solve problems, the more people are impacted, and the more you experience fulfillment. So let's run fast. Okay, so what are the 3 mistakes people make in choosing their career path? A lot of people go with the trend. What is raining now? Everybody's a copywriter. It seems that we just took head inside copywriting. You know? Everybody is doing content creator. It's like we put head inside this content creator something. You know? Everybody is doing graphic design. It's what is trending. You know? My friends are doing it. Oh, everybody is doing it. It means that there is something there. Everybody is doing affiliate marketing. I think I will do affiliate too. Everybody is doing network marketing. I think I will do network marketing. No, don't go with the trend. Building a career begins with you discovering who you are and the way you have been wired. That is the only way you can start expressing and experiencing the goodness that God has deposited inside of you. Wherever you are, I want to tell yourself, I am not ordinary. In fact, type in the chat, I am not ordinary. I am not ordinary. There is so much to me. One scripture I like, you know that Bible that says, I am fearfully and I'm wonderfully made. There is something about you that makes the world want desire you. And until you find that thing that will make the world to desire you, you will not find fulfillment. And that is why this journey is not just about getting a job and getting money, but being fulfilled, adding value to your world. That is what this journey is all about. Now, the second thing is another mistake people make is that they enter things that they lack interest or passion in. Your interest may be a pointer to your area of calling. Ask yourself, you know, as adults, I'll tell you the truth. Some of us have been overladen because of voice of family, voice of friend, societal pressure. A lot of things have buried our real passion. Environment have buried our real passion. We are barely surviving. We are barely trying to see how to cope. But I'm telling you that when you ignore that place of interest or passion, you are making a huge mistake. The truth is that because you're a human being and you have God's DNA, you can learn anything. You can become passionate about anything. But you can make any career your passion. I can tell you now that I'll get into fashion design. The more I expose myself to information around fashion design, the more I'm going to have some passion in it. But the truth is that I will most easily succeed in a role that I'm naturally attuned to. That's the truth of life. Pay attention to that inner voice and you're going to find yourself. Yes, you're not ordinary at all. Now, the third thing that people look at monetary gains only. Is it going to give me money? Now, do you know we have come into a season in life or in the world where everything can give you money. If you go on social media, there is nothing that don't used to give money again. You can only make what you do profitable. I'm telling you, there's a time when your child tells you, Mommy, Daddy, I want to be a musician. You say, hey, they have cost me. Hey, you start to complain. There's a time we used to feel that way. But now, you find out that the people that in the entertainment industry are earning more. There's a time they tell you that a child tells you, I want to be a footballer. You say, Kai, my village people are at it again. But now, are you seeing what people are earning by just shaking their legs? Some of us who are reading and going up and down the place, we're not even earning a quarter of what those guys are earning just by shaking their leg and running around the field. Everybody, see, there's gain in every labor. All you need to know is how do I put this solution. If you go on the internet, there are people who help people. I saw one that said, all I do, I write FAQs, frequently asked questions. Tell me what you do. I generate every FAQ in that area and do it. So there is nothing that doesn't generate income anymore. Those things people are showcasing you, affiliate, come and join affiliate and make 5 million in 2 weeks. There is work. They put in work. You have to work. So if you're looking at only, there are things I have delved into. I went into network marketing because I saw people driving car. After I entered network marketing, I now hang. I did not have passion. I really hang inside that thing. Please forgive my language, but you will not succeed just because everybody is saying it. You will not. So if that's what's moving you, you can enter that thing. Look, we have very rich doctors. We have poor doctors. We have rich affiliate marketers. We have poor affiliate marketers. We have rich. So you just choose where you fall in. So if you're looking at only monetary gain because of the testimonials of people and the life that they showcase on social media, let me not say what I want to say. But then that's a huge mistake people make when it comes to discovering their career path. Now, this is the purposeful career equation. When you put purpose plus passion plus profit and prominence, what you have on the other end is impact and fulfillment. So when you look at Joyce Kenneth, when it comes to what I'm doing in HR, helping people find, I don't do hiring and firing. If what comes to mind in HR is for people who hire and fire, it's not what I do. I help people find where they are best suited. It's like putting a square peg in a square hole. I am passionate about it. I earn massively doing what I do. And I am gaining prominence. When you think about this field, you think about me. And how do I feel? I am making impact in the lives of people and I am being fulfilled. I don't know if you want this equation to be your own equation, but this is the equation I'm currently experiencing in my life. Do you want this for yourself? Do you want this equation to come to bear in your life? I want to see you drop yes, 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 yes. I want to be a purposeful career person. I'm tired of just seeking for jobs. I'm tired of surviving. I'm tired of hustling. I'm tired of just looking for how to make ends meet. I want to be purposeful in something I'm passionate about. I want to earn big money from it. And I want to be prominent. And so I can enjoy impact and fulfillment. That's my story. And that's why I'm teaching you about this. Now, these are the questions you ask yourself to gain clarity. What am I really passionate about? Have you asked yourself? I know that some of us, passion have been buried in pressure of life. Even if you want to be passionate, bills will not allow you. If you want to even look at your passion, house rents will not allow you. If you want to look at your passion, problems of this world will not allow you. That's the problem. I can feel your pain. I'm a parent. Talking about now that we buy money, it's not enough that there are bills to pay. We now buy money we used to pay bills. I don't know if anyone is feeling my pain here, but I'm pained as in Nigeria right now. We buy money to pay bills. So it's not enough. So when you talk about, so I'm asking, are you really passionate? You're not looking like, can I even find my passion inside all these problems of life? I understand you. I feel you. I feel you have a sister in me. Now, the second thing is, what is the problem I feel the most burden to solve? What is that thing that I always say, oh my, if I have money like this, I will solve this problem. But trust me, you don't even need money to start. But what is that problem you feel the most burden to solve? Are there work opportunities? Now, this is where you're not looking for. For me, when I started looking at management, when I found out, I'm like, oh, this aligns with me. And I started asking, what kind of work the people that studied this kind of course get? Are there work opportunities that align with this passion? You're asking yourself questions. What skill sets do I possess that can help me solve the problem? What are the skills that I have that can help me solve the problem? Will people pay me to solve this problem? That's a question to ask. But trust me, as far as you're solving a problem, people will pay you. As far as you're solving a problem, you need the right people who have you ever seen somebody who has a serious medical condition? They will do anything and everything. Have you not seen when they give when the doctor says your bill is 15 million? They will come on social media and ask for it. They will do everything and anything. So all you need is to find the people who have the problem that you're passionate about to solve. And then you ask yourself, are there people solving similar problems? Are there people who are solving these same problems? That's why you start talking about having mentors and coaches in those fields. And trust me, even as I do what I do, I have a coach. I have somebody in this industry that coaches me and helps me. Someone is saying I bought 50K for 10K. I feel your pain, Obiageli. Honestly, I do feel this pain. I don't like it. It's not nice, but God will help us in this country. Now, pay attention to this. There's a 3-step approach that you use in building a purposeful career. 3, simple model. Discover, develop, and deploy. Discover what you're passionate about, develop it, and deploy. Discover what you're passionate about. That's where self-discovery comes into the picture. Develop it, invest in yourself. Self-investment, investing in your personal development is the investment that yields the highest return. And then deploy yourself in a field. You'll be shocked at the amazing results you're going to get. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. With everything we have talked about, passion, purpose, career, building, my life has to count. I am going to invest my life pursuing something that I feel passionate about. How many of you are excited about what we just talked about? It's easy, right? It sounds exciting, but how many of us are truly excited? I want you to drop your answer in the comments. How many of you are truly excited about all we have just talked about? Now, the next question. Do you see how being purposeful about your career would give you the fulfillment you desire? Do you see how being purposeful about your career would give you the fulfillment that you desire? Drop your answer in the comment. When you are able to gain clarity about your career path, what would life look like for you? When you are able to gain clarity about your career path, what would life look like for you? Now, I need your permission. I want to talk to you about something that is going to help you, that is going to produce that desired result. So just stay tuned because I have something really exciting to tell you. I want to introduce you to the Purposeful Career Coaching Program. Purposeful Career is a catalytic career coaching program that will help you align your career with your purpose and passion, that will also help you generate profit in that path, and not just that, will lead to prominence. The 4 P's: passion, purpose, passion, profit, and prominence. This is a 90-day intensive group coaching program starting in May. From March 1st to the end of May 2023, we'll be on this program. It is very rich. Now, what is in the model? What are we looking at? We are looking at just 3 modules, but very deep and intense. The first module, like I talked to you about the 3 steps, discovery. Discovering yourself. We're going to have self-discovery kits that will help you begin to harness that person that you are, that will lead you to, you can't value yourself beyond what you have discovered about yourself. The worth, the value you place on yourself depends on what you know about yourself. When you know so much about yourself, there's a way you carry yourself. It's like giving me a watch worth 100,000 naira, a wristwatch. And because I don't know the value, I'll be playing with it. But you're not telling me, that watch is 100K. The way I'm going to package it, I will hold it differently. I will treat it differently. In that same way, you're going to begin to know who you are and begin to value and appreciate yourself. We get into the second model of development, learning how do I begin to harness this thing I've discovered? What are the learning opportunities for me? How do I navigate? And then in the third model, we're going to talk about deployment. What opportunities fit me? As much as I'm seeking for career, a job in different career paths, on the other part, I'm creating a living, providing this solution outside of work environment. And that's a very rich, but that's not all. That is not all. You're going to have access to my CV writing class. You're going to have access to my interview prep class. Some of us don't know how to ace our interviews. We go for interviews, we're scared, and we ruin our chances. And I'm also going to give you an opportunity during these 3 months to review your CV. It's just a 1-slot thing. You want to apply for a job, you can send me your CV. I'm going to review it and give you my feedback as a hiring manager so you can make the necessary adjustments. You're going to have access to my job success checklist. You're going to have access to a community, a supportive community of people who are on this same path with you. You're going to have access to exclusive job offers. I have friends in this same field who offer jobs. And when I see a job that aligns with you, I'll say, oh, see this job. And I'm going to say, I have someone who is prepared for this job. So you're going to have access into exclusive job offers. And you're also going to learn about LinkedIn optimization. Now we're going to have guest trainers. I'm not going to do this alone. I'm going to do this with two amazing people and others who are going to join us in the course of this journey. I'm going to do this with Mr. Kenneth. He's a business development strategist and someone that can help you know how to monetize that thing that you do. So imagine getting access to this mind to teach you about how the business of your career, the business of your skill, and it's very important that you learn this. We're also going to have Heaven Umuna, a very wonderful brother who understands how to, get you optimized, to live out your purpose, to live out what it is, what is that thing that you feel you are called to do. You don't want to miss these two people. They are value overload. They are people I have experienced, and I can tell you firsthand, you can't go wrong listening to this breed. Now you're asking yourself, is this coaching program really for me? Now, it's for you if you're just starting out in your job search process. It is for you if you already have a job but don't know if you're on the right career path or not. A lot of us lack clarity. It is for you if you have a job that is unexciting and you feel stuck. It is for you if you have clarity on your career path but you are seeking how to monetize it, how to get profits from it that would also lead to prominence. It is for you. So if you fall into any of this category, then you are on the right path. Now, this is a 12-week coaching program, a 3-month program, like I said, that has the Model 1 discovery, development, and deployment. You have access to our tools, which is our self-discovery kit, our career planner kit, and our career growth planner. Now, to have access to this for 12 weeks, have my attention, coaching you, coming on live sessions, answering your questions, giving you access. See, to get access to this, trust me, the real value, the total value of this coaching program is $210, which is equivalent to 147,000 naira. But I'm not going to tell you to pay that, not even a tenth of it. I'm not going to tell you to pay that. Now, this is your complete career success dosage. If you have access, the 12-week career coaching program is worth $210. The basic CV writing class, $10. Interview prep class is $10. CV review. See, I don't even do CV reviews anymore because it's time consuming, but I take out my time, put myself in the place of the hiring manager and go through your resume and tell you this is what you need to change. Change this language, change this, put in this keyword, do it like this, present it this way. And if I'm going to do that for you, you have one slot, but I'm going to do it, and it's worth $15. The LinkedIn optimization class, $25 to know how to get your LinkedIn page optimized so that you can begin to access work opportunities, and then having access to exclusive job offers. And when I see job offers in our network of human resource professionals in different locations that says, oh, we have this vacancy, and I look at it and say, oh, I have somebody who I've trained and is fitted for, and is very much fitted for this role, and I share it with you. To get that, to keep sharing those and talking on your behalf, even $15 doesn't suffice. But let's say it's $15. Now, this complete success dosage is worth $285, 199,500 in the naira, based on naira. And this is what it is worth. But I'm not going to tell you to pay this. Now, you're asking, how long will you have access to these resources even after the coaching program? Now, the coaching program, the group support is for 3 months, but the other resources you have, it's all yours. Now, the truth is that, remember I talked about investment. $285 is an investment, it's not a cost. And people who invest in themselves will always yield the highest return on investment. So when I tell you $285, don't say, hey, the money is too big. Remember, if you don't pay, you will not pay attention. If we give everybody everything for free, people will not grow. So don't see it as a cost. See it as an investment. But since you are here, you can enjoy this launch offer. Trust me, if you miss out on this offer, I don't know what to say. I don't know, honestly, because I'm giving this out at a steal price. It's almost like me saying, because I want you to progress, do this. That's what I'm trying to say by doing this. The total value is $285. The discount price for this course is $75, which is 50,000 naira. To gain access to a 3-month coaching program is 50,000. But guess what? I'm going to launch this at a very ridiculous price of $20, which is 12,500 naira. I'm feeling somehow. I'm feeling like people who are going to jump in on this are going to be cheating me, but I would rather that you cheat me and progress. And this offer of 12,500 is valid for just 24 hours. So if you pay between now and tomorrow, before the end of tomorrow, it means that for 25,000 naira, 12,500 naira, you have access to our group platform for a period of for a period of 3 months. Have access to all the many things I've mentioned. I wish I could say something higher, but then, and this is valid for 20. And I know that there are some fast action takers here that are going to say, I need to jump in on this. I don't want to make mistake in this. And then our 72-hour special offer. If you're not able to meet up between now and the end of tomorrow, that means from Monday morning, it goes back to 20,000 naira. But I'm wishing that some people who are very smart will do everything to jump in and get it at 12,500. And I'm doing this. This is what, less than 5,000 a month, basically 4,000. Investing in your career journey. If you've worked with career coaches, you know that it's not an easy task. But then we'll keep at it. Now remember, this is what you're paying for. This is what you're paying 12,500 naira for. 12-week career coaching program, basic CV writing class, interview prep class, CV review, LinkedIn optimization, and exclusive job offers. And you're getting this just for 12,500. But remember that the discount for now to the end of tomorrow is just 12,500. Is somebody excited about that price? I want to see if you're excited about the fact that between now and the end, I know that people are going to take actions immediately, and you can be one of those people. Now, if you want to make payments, for this, if you look there, you can see you can either choose to pay online, or you can choose to do that through, a direct bank transfer and send your notification to me. So if you want to pay online, you can see that seller.co.pccp. You can choose to use that. Or if you want to do a bank transfer, you can send it to Sterling Bank 00919396644. Any of those would suffice. But as far as you want to get in, please go ahead and jump in on this. Don't ask yourself too many questions. You're asking, oh, I don't have the money. Now, you don't have the money, but look at what you can get. Imagine getting a highly paid job offer on that platform. Imagine being very clear. Imagine listening to business development people talk to you about your career and how you can profit from it. Imagine you listening to, having access to all of these courses, having the interview prep. But you know that, what is 4,000 naira per month? That's about 100 and something naira per day to invest in your career program. And I'm going to, at this point, go ahead to take questions. If you have questions you want to ask, okay, these are the contacts. You can send me an email, or you can do a direct WhatsApp to me using those details, on the screen. If you make your payment, or you have any challenge or anything for support or inquiry, send me an email at joycekennedy@gmail.com, or send me a WhatsApp on 08032542671. That's the same group or you can just post it on the group. Any of them would work. Now, if you have questions about this, please drop in the comments. I'm ready to take your questions at this point. If you want to start taking actions, please use the details on the screen and start taking actions now. After tomorrow, I wish I could be nicer than that, but after tomorrow, you're going to be paying 20,000 naira. And after the next 2 days, what you're talking about is they're going to pay 50,000 naira. But imagine what you could save. Just imagine what you could save simply by taking me on this offer. So if you have questions at this point, please drop your questions. I'm looking at the comments, to answer any questions you may have right now. So please go ahead and drop your questions. Oh, yes. Francis said yes. Oh, I can see the comments. Running my MSc in HRM, I don't want to make mistake I made after my first degree. Do my light, you're not going to make that mistake if you can jump in on this. If you can jump in on this. After tomorrow, God knows that I'm doing this because I just want to add value. I just want to add value to people's life. I want to see you progress. Why am I human resource if I cannot help you find your path? If I cannot help you grow? What is in human resource? It's not about hiring and firing people. It's about helping people become the best versions of themselves. If you want to make that transfer, jump in on this. I can tell you, once you make your transfer, send me a message, on WhatsApp, or you can post it in the group chat with your evidence of payment. I'm going to add into our close group, and by 1st of March, this program kicks off. You're going to be excited that you made this decision. 2023 will be excited because you invested in yourself. Someone is asking, I don't have the money. I've not even gotten a job. Why should I subscribe to this? But then, if you don't get a job at the end of the day, would you ever have money to still do anything? That's a question you should ask. Would you have money to still do anything? But you can jump in on this right now and go ahead. What if your bank is not making the transaction possible? Okay, if you need, just send me a message on WhatsApp. If you're having any difficulty making payments, I can give you any other bank account, or you can simply pay online on seller.co/PCCP. Yes, so anybody who wants to jump in, I'm looking out for questions. You have questions about this offer, you let me know. After tomorrow, I'm closing up on this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not sure the second cohort of this will not experience this level of goodness. I can jump on that. I'm doing it because it's the maiden program. Just so see what you're paying for. You're paying for a 12-week career coaching program, basic CV writing class, interview prep class, having me review your CV, LinkedIn optimization, and exclusive job offers. So as you make that decision, you let me know, and we're going to take it up from there. So if there is no question, I'll be bringing this webinar to it. And I'm so grateful and excited that you joined me here today. Trust me, I know you'd have been in 1,001 places, trying to rest from a busy week and doing all of those, but you chose to be here, and I'm pretty excited you made out time. And if you got value from this, please don't stop sharing the good news, because I value you, and I'm going to share more amazing benefits with you. And for those who have access, who joined the program, send me a personal message on WhatsApp and get your free gift. I promise to give you the gift on how to win the attention of your boss and get promoted at work. That's a free gift from me to you, regardless of whether you subscribe to this program or not. So I can see a question that says, but with the current situation of the nation, it's almost impossible to transfer money. So you can simply use the online link, seller.co/PCCP. But I know that some banks are still doing transfer. So at least try to make the effort or make the attempt. If you hit a roadblock, please send me a personal message on WhatsApp. I'll be more than happy to, to do that, assist you with anything you might be having any challenge in. So thank you so much to everyone that joined in. And I know that it's going to be a good ride. We're going to have fun being with each other. I'm still looking out for your questions. I'll just be live for the next few minutes. And if you have questions, I'll be glad to answer. So thank you so much. If you have questions, please go ahead and drop them. If you just want to shake your body with me, you can go ahead and shake. I'm here to take all your questions. Okay, it says, how do you know if you're on the right career path? Clara is asking that question. Clara, your career path should align with you, with your passion, with that thing that you call purpose, that thing that makes you ignited. Like I said, you can't afford to spend your life, not being fulfilled. You can't afford it. It's too expensive. So that thing that aligns with your passion, with your purpose, that thing, that problem you feel the most burden to want to solve, is a pointer to what career you should be looking at. But there are other factors that are covered there, which of course we're going to go in depth in them in a coaching program. So I advise you, Clara, you can go ahead and join the coaching program for just 12,500 between now between now and the end of tomorrow. After tomorrow, you're paying 20,000, and I don't see why you should not save 7,500 naira. You know. So, is there any question before we call it a day? And those who are still online, you can just keep nodding your head with me. I'm having a good time here. So if you're asking if I want to monetize, how do I do something like what you're doing? How can I launch my career even as a brand? We're going to talk about personal branding as well. A whole lot to be covered. You just see yourself on a whole new plane, because I know and I believe in my heart you are not ordinary. And even if you don't believe it, I think I choose to believe it on your behalf. Okay, so thank you all for joining in. Any other support you need, please send me a personal message on WhatsApp. I'll be more than excited to help you. Remember that you are made for more. Remember that you are made for more. You are not ordinary. There's an intention for your life. There is something that you've been called to achieve. So how does one build self-confidence? You're confident. You're only confident when you know yourself. There's a level of self-knowledge and awareness that you build that will equip and empower you to become confident. But when you lose confidence, because it's called low self-esteem. You don't esteem yourself because you don't feel you're so much. You don't feel like you're worth it. But when I begin to take you through this journey of discovery, development, and deployment, self-confidence becomes second nature to you. Yeah? I hope that helps you, Clara. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so I'll be ending this broadcast now. Thank you so much, everyone. I enjoyed my time, and I hope you enjoyed your time too. So I'm going to wait to receive your questions, your inquiries, and of course, your payment to be a part of this. So I'm going to see you inside. Love you. Have a super amazing weekend.